Hello, my loves. This is Natalie Adele dropping in from my backyard. And in this video, I want to share with you a story. And this is sort of like a before and after story of my journey to just give you a little understanding of who I was and the life that I have been living in the past and where I am now. And how that ties into how I can serve you as well, most importantly. And so 5 years ago, I was plugged into the Matrix. I was living in the States. I was working 80 hours a week, paying off student loan debt, paying off back tax debt. I was drinking at least 2 Dunkin' Donuts coffees a day. I thought that they should probably change their slogan to Natalie runs on Dunkin'. I wasn't aware of my impact on the environment. I was in the process of opening up a yoga studio. And while doing so, I was working 3 jobs at the same time. So I was teaching nursing at 2 different universities. I was working at a walk-in clinic as a nurse practitioner. And I was working on my dream with my twin sister, opening up Bossy, our old studio. I didn't sleep well. I probably didn't fall asleep until midnight most nights and was up very early, 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, and my mornings were chaotic. Sometimes I would have a slice of toast smeared in almond butter thrown in a napkin on my way to Dunkin' Donuts. Sometimes I'd have a bacon, egg, and cheese, a lot of times at Dunkin' Donuts, to fuel me for the day. I didn't gift myself home-cooked meals, certainly not organic, fresh food. I was running our studio's social media platform as well as consuming social media on my own personal platform. I know what it's like to lie down in bed, scrolling, tweaking out, going down that comparison, self-sabotaging spiral, and then the hands go numb because you've been on your cell phone for so long. I know how that is. I know how it is to just reach over the moment you wake up and check your phone. I know how it feels to be stressed, to be wired, and also simultaneously exhausted, because I've done all of those things. And so where am I now, 5 years later? Well, locationally, I live in Costa Rica. I get to eat papaya and fresh fruit every morning. And I do still have coffee every now and then. But it's organic, and I enjoy it out of a cup with my whole body and all my senses. I work online, although I'm also fostering an in-person community offering yoga here in Costa Rica. I'm off social media. So I left Instagram and Facebook almost exactly a year ago this month. So a lot of my time is freed up because of that. And it's also, I'm in a space where I trust that I can and will be successful, even though I'm not on social media. And I'm in a space where I leave voice notes for my best friends and I FaceTime my family. And I intentionally send those I love photos and videos because I'm not online. I'm in a space where I have very strong boundaries around my personal self-care practices. I sit for daily meditation. I get on my yoga mat at least once a day, oftentimes twice a day now. I sleep well. I know my body, and I know when she needs rest, and I know when she has excess energy or emotions that need to be alchemized. And most days, my baseline is ease and relaxation. How did I get here? It took me 5 years of learning about myself and making sacrifices, because choosing not to be on social media is a sacrifice. Choosing not to have my phone on my nightstand is a sacrifice. in some way. You know, choosing to not go for convenient food and coffee is a sacrifice. And choosing to commit to myself and my daily self-care practices is a sacrifice in some ways. It's a commitment as well. And so I've studied and I've read books and I've done trainings and I've taken those teachings back to myself so that I can cultivate inner harmony and inner peace, so that I can go from a space, which I did, of being overworked, self-induced as an entrepreneur, but overworked, under-living, exhausted, to a space where I choose when I work in a time that works for me, where I've designed my life for a life that works for me, and where I've learned what digital feng shui hacks and what digital detox hacks bring me back to center. And it's a constant learning and evolution, and it's a constant practice, but I've learned so much. And I believe a huge part of my role on this earth as a leader is to hold sort of an extreme end of the pole. You know, I say that I'm living the analog lifestyle. I'm not online. I check my phone a couple times a day. I turn my phone off 2 days out of the week. You know, there's so much that I do that almost seems like radical and revolutionary. And I'm not saying that everyone should do that. I certainly don't feel that that's necessary or realistic. But I'm holding that. I'm holding that frequency of grounding, and I'm holding those teachings to embody the sense of relaxation. And I'm here to, in a way, demonstrate to you that you can be successful and relaxed, that you can be productive and relaxed, that you can design your life and be relaxed and let your life work for you, and that you can lean into your being, your essence, your truest nature, and you can feel safe in that space. Because so much of these changes that I've made over the last 5 years are dialing in my relaxation response, my parasympathetic nervous system. It's rewiring me for bliss. And this is, again, through digital detox, through lifestyle design, and through ancient yogic practices and meditation. And all of these little tools that I've implemented on myself so I can be here in a relaxed space for you and for the community that I serve, I've fostered all of these teachings for you. And so that's essentially what my Be Foundational Mentorship is. It's 1 month, it's simple, yet it's highly, highly effective and potent. And I stand here in that seat as your mentor to help you work through blocks that come up as you're making these shifts, to open the hood and zoom in, double click on some limiting beliefs that come up as you rise up into your being. I serve as a teacher to deliver these teachings, this wisdom, these transmissions to you that I've learned and embodied. And I'm your accountability buddy. You know, I've learned that so much of these things, these lifestyle changes and hacks, go a lot smoother if you have someone holding you accountable from a space of love and no judgment. So if you're curious to learn more about how to get to a space like this of ease and grace and flexibility and fluidity in your life, then check out my Be Mentorship. And I'm actually offering a free 30-minute connection call with everybody who wants to learn more, and we can feel into if it's a good fit together and get going so that you can relax into your being, so that you can command your life, and so that you can enjoy every moment of all of this that we're experiencing together. So sending you love. Again, the link is below to schedule that 30-minute call. I'm here for you. Ciao.